Hello everyone, this is Todd Elliott and I'm a student of History 512, American Revolution. This is my discussion board post number 4 on the great constitutional amendments. The topic that I'm going to talk about is the First Amendment. I want to welcome you to the local history room of the Portsmouth Public Library. It may look a little cluttered, and actually it is a little cluttered, but it contains much of the history of the city of Portsmouth. On September 25, 1789, the First Congress of the United States proposed 12 amendments to the Constitution. The 1789 Joint Resolution of Congress proposing the amendments is on display in the rotunda in the National Archives Museum. 10 of the proposed 12 amendments were ratified by 3/4 of the state legislatures on December 15, 1791. The ratified articles, Articles 3 through 12, constitute the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, or the U.S. Bill of Rights. Article 3, or the First Amendment, reads, "Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances." Cornell University's Law School's Legal Information Institute breaks it down thus. The First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and also restricting an individual's religious practices. It guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the rights of individuals to speak freely. It also guarantees the right of citizens to assemble peaceably and to petition their government. I want to focus a little more on freedom of expression, more specifically, freedom of speech and the press. Ahutosh Bhagwat, in his article, The Democratic First Amendment, addresses his subject thus: "I will argue that the Democratic First Amendment is best read to adopt a particular vision of citizenship, one associated with the democratic Republican philosophy of Thomas Jefferson and his allies. Citizens on this view are meant to be active in a myriad of ways, to engage with and even challenge their elected representatives, and to develop and communicate their values and opinions jointly through assemblies and associations. It stands in sharp contrast to the passive form of citizenship limited to simply biennial voting favored by Jefferson's Federalist adversaries." Free speech is a key feature of the First Amendment. Looking back at history, the English Bill of Rights 1689 provided no protection to average citizens for it, nor did the Virginia Declaration of Rights in 1776. In fact, of the 13 colonies, only Pennsylvania made provision for free speech in its state constitution. Bhagwat notes that a broad consensus has emerged over the past half-century regarding the fundamental reason why the Constitution protects free speech: to advance democratic self-governance. The author refers to freedom of the press as the cousin to free speech. The Founding Fathers clearly understood that a free press was important. For example, the Virginia Declaration of Rights of 1776 did protect press and assembly, if not free speech outright. Section 12 of the Declaration reads that the freedom of the press is one of the great bulwarks of liberty and can never be restrained but by despotic governments. Bhagwat concludes that the press was an essential tool for the preservation of liberal democracy because it kept the people informed of misbehavior by government officials and so permitted a response, ideally through the democratic process, but if that was denied, then through revolution. The Library of Congress has a neat lesson plan that's available for any of you to go out and download, and I'll include a link to it, called The Bill of Rights, Debating the Amendments, which is appropriate for grades 9 through 12 and supports standards for social studies and literacy. In this lesson plan, students examine a copy of the 12 possible amendments to the United States Constitution as originally sent to the states for their ratification in September of 1789. Students will debate and vote on which of these amendments they would ratify and compare their resulting Bill of Rights. Get the kids out to the library, get them studying up on the Bill of Rights, and thank you very much. We're going to conclude this session with just a few brief shots of a Bill of Rights exhibit that we actually have going on right now. Thank you.